All right, we're going to do the Chapter 4 Excel application together. So I'm recording it here. We're going to just go through it, and then I'm going to stop the recording and come help y'all if y'all need help. So what we're going to do is this binomial distribution stuff, but in Excel. Remember, binomials, true, false, yes, no, cheese or no cheese, that kind of thing. And so success, failure, we're going to now put in these numbers, this n equals 10, this 0.5 thing. We're literally going through this list. We're just literally doing it one by one by one, and then we'll be done, I think, okay? Oh, one thing I need to do, though. Hold on. I need to become a student for just a second. So let me do that right quick. And this is all being recorded. Chapter application, chapter 4, start the attempt. And so this is our list of things to do. It says open up a new Excel. Okay, step 1, Excel. And it wants it to be a brand new one, like a blank sheet. See, blank workbook. That's what we're going to want to do. I know normally we do that whole database thing, but they're just wanting a blank slate. Okay. So it says go to A1, and I want to make this a little bit bigger for y'all. Okay, there we go. Go to A1 and type X, comma, number of successes. And then you hit enter. So far, so good, right? I'm not worried about that. It says under that, in the column A, type 0 through 10. And so I'm going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool. Is everyone in the same understanding at least? Just type. It says in B1, all right, B1, type P of X, where P equals, and here's the thing, you're doing what you see up here. It says half. I need to do something different so we get different numbers. Do you understand? So I'm going to use 1/3, okay? Yeah. As far as I know. For Libre, the only thing that might be different is this binom thingy. We'll see, though. When you type this in here in a minute, if it doesn't work, we'll look. Okay? Everything else should be literally the same steps. So anyways, I'm going to use 1/3. So y'all have 1/2. Y'all use exactly what the chapter application says. I'm doing 1/3, okay? Just reminding you here. So it's a little different. And then it says in B2, I have to type this binom thingy. Now, it even warns you ahead of time that sometimes if you have a different Excel, you might have to type it all at once, or you might have a dot. I don't know. I'm going to try the dot version first. And so I'm going to type binom.dist, and then I'm literally typing what you see here. So A2, comma, 10, comma, you're typing 0.5. I'm typing 0.333. Why did I type 0.333? Where did that come from? I changed it to 1/3. Yep, exactly. So you type 0.5 and then false, and close the parentheses. Like I'm actually just following steps. I know this is so weird, but it's following steps. Hit enter, and I get a number. And it says take that number, that formula, and drag it down to all the other ones. So if you hover on top of this, there's like a little plus sign in the corner. If you hover on top, there's a little plus sign, and you just go, and you let go, and there you go. Oh yeah, I'm coming. in the right place. That's good. Cool. These are very good questions. I guess I'm helping you right now. Um, and that's fine. That's no problem. So continue to call me over if you have questions. So I dragged the formula and I got everything I have here. You know this is really weird looking, that little E thing. It's just scientific notation for a lot of zeros in the front. And so what it's trying to say there is 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 6, 8. That's what that technically is. Makes sense. So if we're going to be using math here in a second, they say round to 2 decimal places. 0 essentially. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to? Okay, just so that you know what that little thing means right there. Okay. Cool. So now let's go answer some of these things. It says save the Excel and upload it here. Okay. So I'm going to save it and save as. I'm going to go into the desktop. I'm going to save it as my pretty binomial. Oh, I name everything that I save and download as my pretty something, just so that you know. I'm going to add an attachment. Go to the desktop, my pretty binomial. There we go. And now it's good to go. See if I could squeeze this down a bit. Cool? No, I'm coming. Everyone else good? You're good? Okay. So save, upload. Let's go through the rest of the questions. It says, using the binomial distribution that you just constructed, calculate the following. So it says p is greater than 1, less than or equal to 4, all this kind of stuff. I don't know if this is things that are like graded automatically or if I will grade it or not, but we can do this. So it says greater than 1. What numbers are greater than 1? 2, 3, 4, right? 10. So all of these numbers here, right? All that stuff. Now, here's the thing that's interesting with Excel. If you notice, down at the bottom corner after I've highlighted them, you see it down here? It says sum. Down there is like 0.89, blah, blah, blah. Here, I'm going to use my cursor. You see right here, it says sum. That's your answer. That's your answer. You don't have to type any crazy formulas. You can just highlight these guys, and that would be your answer. So that's what I'm going to type. Again, I'm wrong because I got different numbers than you, but that's what I would type. Now it says 3 decimals. Did I do 3 decimals? What should I be putting? 896. Very good. Yep. Again, I'm wrong, but at least we're getting the style there. Yeah. So highlight and then look for the sum at the bottom. It says less than or equal to 4. So what numbers would be less than or equal to 4? Yep. And 4 technically as well, right? Because this has that little equal sign at the bottom. Very good. There's my number. 3 decimal places would be 787, I think. I know it's kind of small down there. And then finally it says 4 to 7, but not including the 4. So what numbers would that be? Yeah, 5, 6, and 7, exactly. Again, I can see my sum down there. I'm going to type at point 209. Oops. There we go. All right. I'm here for you. You want me to come and look? You okay? All good. No stories. Oh, do the clip. Yep. Yours is just bigger, so you can. Did you save it to the desktop or maybe documents or something? Where do you save it? Oh, there it is. You got it. Cool. That's good. So you're in the right place now. So if you go back for these guys, if you go back to the Excel, say Excel, the Libre one, yes. So we're gonna just click and highlight the ones that we want. So for the first one, it was greater than one, right? That's the first one that says greater than one. So I'm like clicking the, well, okay, I'm clicking the two, and I'm like highlighting all these guys. And you look at the sum at the bottom. Cool. Good. Excellent. Good, guys? Good? Okay, so my numbers are wrong. Your numbers are right. Question number 3 says, using all these criteria, now we need to go upload the database. Oh, okay. So we're going to do that here in just a second. What do they want? Oh, it's the last question. That's it? Wow, are we getting out early today or something? You're excited. So we're going to go and download this database again. And apparently we need to look at the coin variable. Now, why would coin be binomial? Cheese or no cheese, yes or no? Heads and tails, very good. Heads and tails. That's exactly right. So let me pull this thing up. And again, once you have it up, remember that you have to enable editing so that you can actually do stuff with it, you know? Okay. So I'm just going to look at this thing. Do we have coin on there somewhere? Coin, right there at the end. Okay, so let me read what it says to do. So for instance, binomial has 2 outcomes. You want to identify the outcomes of the coin and determine the outcome, consider this and that. Then if you want to do the same for all these, okay. It'll be helpful to reference the question that was asked. What are they wanting? Using all these criteria as outline this and that, blah, 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 blah. Explain in a short paragraph why coin is a binomial experiment. I'm not actually doing math. I'm just talking about it. So yeah, I guess coin would result in heads and tails. That seems binomial enough. Now here's the bigger problem, okay? Because I mean you can copy that down and then you should do your own sentences, by the way, okay? But you can copy that down. But there's a little bit more behind this. Let's just real quick look at what it says on the coin column. Does it say heads and tails? Well, that doesn't make sense now all of a sudden. What is this supposed to be? I got numbers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 7, 5, 2, 4. What is that? That don't make no sense. Well, close. That's geometric. Binomial is just how many times it happened within. Not. I don't want to say within. How many times it happened out of all the trials we had. So, but you had the right idea. It's the number of times something happened, right? It's not just heads or tails. It's like how many heads. And so, let me go back to my other one that I just had here. Now I have 1/3. You have 1/2. But where did I get a half from? P equals 1/2. Doesn't that sound like a coin? Right? 50-50, heads or tails, yes? So in a way, what you have here is, did I get 0 heads, 1 heads, 2 heads, 3 heads, 10 heads in a row? Like if I'm flipping 10 times, then I get that many heads. Well, what's the probability of getting 10 heads all in a row? 0 essentially, right? Essentially. And so what are the more probable numbers? What, 2 through 5, 2 through 6, something like that? So far so good, making sense there, right? Well, I mean, for me, yours is a little different. Well, if I go back to the other one, this is just discussion here. What kind of numbers do I have? I have like average right here. Look, the average is like 3 something. That's about what I have. Should be about 5, but yeah, either way. More time. It says blah 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 blah. Explain in a short paragraph why this coin variable represents binomial distribution experiment. So it's not just heads and tails. That is true, but and this is going to be in your words, right? The coin column on the database represents the number of times they flipped a heads within how many times I flipped the heads during the 10 trials. I think it's trials for that. Thus, heads equals success and tails equals failure. Oh, look, it's like auto-completing for me. They just say a success, failure. They already know. You must put them in your own words, okay? But the idea is there. This is what you're talking about. Note, it will be helpful to reference the question that was asked when obtaining the results. That's what I'm saying. Flip a coin 10 times, how many times you get a heads? I'm going to come to you. I'm coming. Okay. How much did it say for you to type? How much down here do you have to type? A short paragraph with several completed sentences. I know this is a math class, and I definitely don't know what a complete sentence is. That was a joke, right? That was a joke. But can y'all do that, at least for this one, so my boss is happy and saying, oh, they do deserve that grade that you're giving them? Got me? Okay. So what I did was not enough. You need to definitely do more than what I got, but just talk about it. Give me your own words. And that's it. That's all I got. Any questions on this before I stop the recording? Okay, I guess we're done already. Oh my gosh, look at the time. What's up? That's not cool. Yeah, at this point, I'll take it. I don't know how to do it. Just too. All right, cool. So I had other things planned today, but it's just we're not ahead, but my schedule was messed up. Y'all, we're done. We're good. That's it. I'm gonna stop the recording, but I'm still here for you if you need more time, of course. Okay. Thank you, guys.